Number 1. Installing cheap performance chips. It's no secret that ECU tuning can unlock extra horsepower. A proper tune from a professional shop might give you a 5% power boost safely, but cheap performance chips and plug-and-play tuners are a disaster waiting to happen. They alter ignition timing, turbo boost, and fuel mapping, without matching hardware upgrades to handle those changes. The result? Blown pistons, melted turbos, and destroyed engines, sometimes within 30,000 miles. Worse, any tune like this voids your warranty and can lead to denied insurance claims. One Lotus owner in the UK learned this the hard way when his car's engine exploded just 4,000 kilometers after a budget tune. The repair bill? At least $12,000 east. Number 2. Switching from drive to reverse before stopping. Few habits are as damaging, or as common, as shifting from drive to reverse while the car's still moving. It doesn't matter if you drive manual or automatic, forcing the transmission to act as a brake sends violent shock loads through the drivetrain. This wears down gears, synchronizers and shafts, leading to catastrophic transmission damage. Once the gearbox is gone, expect a $7,000 repair bill, minimum. It's one of the easiest mistakes to avoid, and one of the costliest to ignore. Yet believe it or not, there's still one habit that's even worse. Number 3. Riding the clutch. Driving a manual feels powerful, like you're channeling an F1 driver. The problem is, those pros have multi-million-dollar cars, you don't. Keeping your foot on the clutch pedal, even slightly, is called riding the clutch. This constant pressure keeps the release bearing in contact with the pressure plate, causing friction that wears both parts out. When they fail, expect a repair bill around $2,500. Continuous clutch riding can destroy a throwout bearing in as little as 40,000 miles. It's a habit that drains your wallet as fast as it burns your clutch. Break it now, before it breaks your car. And speaking of bad timing, the next one might just ruin your transmission altogether. Number 4. Incorrect tire pressure. According to the NHTSA, over 11,000 crashes every year are linked to tire-related issues, and improper tire pressure is the number one cause. Many drivers think the PSI printed on the tire sidewall is the recommended pressure. It's not. That number only shows the maximum pressure the tire can safely handle. The correct PSI is found on the driver's door jamb, and it's crucial to check it monthly. Don't rely on the warning light. By the time it activates, your tire pressure is already down by 25%. Driving like that triples your risk of an accident. Low or high pressure also hurts fuel economy, reduces traction, and shortens suspension life. If you care about your car, and your safety, make tire checks a monthly habit. But the next bad habit, it's one that literally rides on top of trouble. Number 5. Overloading your car. Nearly 80% of truck-related crashes stem from overloading, and while passenger cars aren't as extreme, they face similar risks. Every vehicle has a gross vehicle weight rating, GVWR, listed on the driver's door frame. Exceeding it strains your suspension, brakes, and drivetrain. Do this regularly, and your shocks, struts, and springs will fail prematurely. Replacing the entire suspension can easily cost $2,000 or more. Worse yet, an overloaded car handles poorly, takes longer to stop, and becomes harder to control during emergencies. That's how small mistakes turn into major accidents, or lawsuits. And as you'll see next, sometimes the smallest things make the biggest difference. Number 6. Using low-quality jumper cables. Jump-starting a car seems simple enough, until one mistake fries your entire electrical system. Modern vehicles are packed with delicate electronics and dozens of ECUs. High-end models can have more than 100. So when you use poor quality jumper cables or connect them wrong, you risk short circuits, fires, or completely destroyed modules. Melted wires, failed airbags, and dead computers are all possible. In extreme cases, the cost of repair exceeds the car's value. Spend a little extra for reliable cables. Brands like Cartman sell solid sets for under $30. It's a cheap investment that could save thousands. Still, what's worse than using bad jumper cables? You'll find out before the video ends. But first, let's look at another silent killer. Number 7. Driving aggressively. It's tempting to treat your car like a race machine, especially when it's brand new. You might even think, like Dom Toretto, drive it like you stole it. But unless you can afford to replace it, that mindset will burn more than rubber. Rapid acceleration and hard braking waste fuel and punish your vehicle's components. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, aggressive driving cuts fuel economy by up to 40% in city traffic and 30% on highways. That's money for more wow. And that's money and more damn performance. Oh my god, dear. Going up in smoke. Hard braking also overheats your brakes, reaching temperatures of 500 degrees or more. This warps rotors, wears pads prematurely, and increases the chance of tire failure, which causes around 35% of maintenance-related crashes. And the stress doesn't end there. High-intensity driving strains the transmission, mounts, and engine. Failures can show up as early as 30,000 miles. Imagine still making payments on a car that's already dead. Sadly, the next bad habit can lead to that exact outcome. Number 8. Relying on cheap fuel additives. Every year, over 500 million liters of fuel additives are sold in the US, yet not one has official approval from any government agency. Still, countless drivers fall for promises of 20% better mileage or instant engine restoration. The truth? Most of them are glorified snake oil. Engines and fuels already contain their own additive packages. Premium top-tier fuels even include higher concentrations of detergents like PEA, far more effective than bottled gimmicks. That said, not all additives are bad. When chosen wisely, they can genuinely clean injectors, improve performance, and even help the catalytic converter. But cheap, unverified ones can destroy an engine in minutes. If you want to know which products actually work, check out our video, 13 engine additives that work, and 5 that'll kill your car. The next mistake, however, won't just hurt your car, it could endanger your life. Number 9. Using the wrong oil viscosity. Remember how earlier we talked about cold starts and engine wear? There's one more layer to that problem. Oil viscosity. No matter how carefully you warm your engine, if you're using the wrong grade of oil, damage is inevitable. Modern engines are engineered with incredibly tight tolerances. That means using a heavier oil, say 10W40 instead of 0W20, can restrict flow and starve the engine of lubrication. This leads to overheating, excessive friction, and potential failure of systems like variable valve timing. Reduced fuel economy is the least of your worries. Warped cylinder heads and cracked blocks can cost $4,000 or more to repair. If the transmission gets caught in the damage, double that number. Valvoline even warns that running thicker oil can ruin an engine in under 15,000 miles. That's exactly why manufacturers print the correct oil grade right on your oil cap, and it's there for a reason. Number 10. Always driving on low fuel. Always study found that 74% of drivers depend on their miles to empty indicator to decide when to refuel. The logic is simple. Everyone wants to stretch every drop of gas, but that small act of saving fuel can lead to expensive consequences. First, the range display isn't fully accurate. It can miscalculate, leaving you stranded on the roadside. More importantly, Driving on a near-empty tank damages your fuel pump. The pump relies on gasoline around it for both lubrication and cooling. When fuel levels drop too low, the pump begins to overheat. It's designed to last over 100,000 miles, but constantly driving near empty can cut that lifespan in half. Replacing a failed fuel pump costs around $1,000, but the real risk is stalling mid-drive, especially on a busy highway. That's how low fuel turns from a small habit into a serious safety issue. Keep your tank at least 1/4 full, and never let it drop below 1/8. Forget once or twice and you might get lucky, but the next habit offers no such forgiveness.